Dubai and Africa, 15 days of premium tour visits 6 countries. Kenya, Tanzania, Zambia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and South Africa. Introducing the main routes to 6 African countries. First, in Nairobi, Kenya, in Tanzania, Arusha, Ngorongoro, Serengeti. And then again, we fly to Arusha by light plane, and then we fly from Nairobi to Zimbabwe. After a 5-night stay in Kenya and Tanzania, we arrive at Victoria Falls Airport in Zimbabwe. It travels to Botswana, Zambia, and then from Livingstone Airport in Zambia to Cape Town. And after the tour in Cape Town, we're going back to Dubai and Incheon. Now, shall we leave for Dubai first? On the night of arrival, check into the 5-star Hilton Al Habtoor City Hotel. Enjoy Dubai's best live show La Pearl by Dragon at this hotel. We're going to go up to the View at the Palm, which is newly opened in 2022. Enjoy the best meals on the Sunset Cruise with the night view of Dubai. Pier Seek connected to the Al Qasr Hotel. On the last day of Dubai, be sure to experience a quad bike speeding through the desert. There's also an Arabian performance and a camel parade at a Middle Eastern restaurant. After Dubai's schedule, we will fly about 5 hours to the gates of East Africa, Nairobi, Kenya. Arrive in Nairobi. We check into the Safari Park Hotel with beautiful gardens. We watch the Karen Blixen Museum, the house where the author of the movie Out of Africa stayed. Africa's first dinner at Hotel's restaurant with concert hall. Enjoy Yama Choma dinner, a traditional Kenyan barbecue. You can also watch the Safari Cats show with indigenous dances and exciting acrobatic performances. Now we're off to Tanzania, leaving Kenya behind. Expect an animal heaven, Arusha, Ngorongoro, and Serengeti. On the way to Arusha, we eat lunch in a buffet at Elawana Coffee Lodge. Stop by the Tanzania Safari Land and feel the art and culture of Tanzania. The Ngorongoro Reserve Area is a super large volcanic crater and is a World Heritage Site with caldera terrain. First night in Tanzania, we're in Serena Lodge in Ngorongoro. Make sure you get an unforgettable sight here at the moment the morning sun rises. Let's go on a safari to Ngorongoro, where Africa's ecosystems are best preserved. A professional driving guide guides you through safari vehicles with a 360-degree view. In the Garden of Eden, Tanzania, look for Big 5, elephants, buffaloes, rhinos, lions, and leopards. In the evening, we arrive at Serena Lodge in the Serengeti Prairie. When you wake up in the morning and open the door, this is Serengeti, where deer and zebra run around. Now highlight on the African safari. Are you ready to run through the Serengeti grasslands stretching to the far horizon? Let's take a look at the elephant family's migration. The baby elephant is following the older members. The elephant that follows is the leader's father's elephant. After we finish the Serengeti safari, we take a light plane to Arusha. In Arusha, we arrive at a hotel like a mysterious garden in the forest. Under the glaring sunshine, drink Tanzania's coffee on the grass. In a refreshing mood the next day, we track with a light Kilimanjaro. It takes about 2 kilometers or an hour to get to the halfway point, along a jungle-like wooded path. Now, after completing a safari tour of Kenya and Tanzania, we arrive in Nairobi, where the international airport is located, to travel to Zimbabwe. At the 5-star Sarova Stanley Hotel, take a moment to relax. From Nairobi to Zimbabwe Victoria Falls Airport, it's about 3 hours by air. A 2-day tour of Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Botswana will take place around Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls, a waterfall on the Zambezi River between Zambia and Zimbabwe, is called one of the world's top 3 waterfalls, along with Niagara and Iguazu. Just below the Victoria Falls Bridge, at a cafe 120 meters above the Zambezi River, we have lunch with the best view. Up the beautiful Zambezi River, the water source of Victoria Falls, we took a sunset cruise. Take the beautiful scenery of Africa where the sunset is setting in your heart. We have dinner at the Victoria Falls Hotel with a view of Victoria Falls. At Jungle Junction Buffet Restaurant, traditional tribal Shona folk dances and performances are followed. This is Elephant Hills Hotel with good views and access to Victoria Falls. Staying in Zimbabwe for 2 days, this hotel is the only resort in Victoria Falls with a golf course. Botswana's Chobe National Park Safari, a boat ride along a calm river. In peaceful wetlands and green grasslands, hippos and crocodiles live. Victoria Falls on the Zambian side as she crosses a dizzying bridge, sees a mysterious view just below. Bain's Restaurant, located in the upper Zambezi River, Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe. Enjoy a romantic dinner while looking at the setting sun of the Zambezi River. From Zambia Livingston International Airport, we fly to Cape Town. Now we're in the last of 6 African countries, Europe and Africa, South Africa. Cape Town's signature, 1,080 meters up Table Mountain. Take a 360-degree cable car with a rotating floor, and you'll be at the top in 5 minutes. When you come up here, which is one of the world's top 7 natural landscapes, you can see the city at a glance. Malaysia, Indonesia. Stop by the village of Bokap, where slaves started to live, and take pretty pictures. We have an early dinner at a Greek Mediterranean restaurant. We're arriving at the Rockefeller Hotel in New York style, which opened in 2021. The next morning, try the South African coffee that the barista drops you off. As a tourist destination of the world's tourist attraction, an abundant breakfast menu is excellent. The best beach, Clifton Beach. Can you hear the waves of the Atlantic beach? South Africa's largest seal habitat travels to Diker Island by cruise ship from Hout Bay. Arriving on the rocky island, there are seals living in droves. BBC's best coastal drive course, Chapman's Peak Drive. We have lunch with lobster at the beautiful Fishhook Beach. The Cape of Good Hope, the southernmost part of the Cape, where the Atlantic Ocean meets the Indian Ocean. In fact, the southernmost part is Cape Ea Gulhas, but people call this Cape Point here the Cape of Good Hope. It is Boulders Beach, the natural habitat of the Zacus penguin living in Africa. It is an international endangered species sanctuary, so we should protect the cute penguins, right? Victoria and Alfred Waterfront, a place that is always full of tourists from all over the world. Feel the multiracial, beautiful beaches and pleasant winds. It's the last day of Africa. It is the oldest wine producer in South Africa, Groot Constantia Winery. Tasting 5 award-winning wines here, finishing the 15 days Dubai Africa Premium Tour. With your loved ones, create a touching moment in Africa that will never be forgotten. Dubai Africa Premium Tour, book now.